Dear Diary, today as I reflect about our past week, I am so thankful for the Lord's protection as our world continues to change rapidly. I am prepping and making some pizzas for our pizza movie Friday night. Nathaniel and I have a story to share with you. So go ahead, let's get our jackets and our boots on and we're gonna go meet him outside. You coming, or am I gonna?
Yeah, I need to carry straw, put fresh bedding in there for cookie.
Okay. So right here looks like an absolute disaster because we are making our Christmas gifts this year out of wood, and we can't reveal what it is because our family and friends watch this. But this is just.
We're just gonna package this up into bags for people.
Look at all this sawdust.
So we're gonna package this up for people because it's cheap, it's easy, and you know.
Don't listen to him. Not true. We could probably stuff something with it, maybe like a baby doll. Yeah. Welcome to Squeaky Tree Homestead. We're so happy that you're here. We are a vlog channel that shares our life with you in hopes that you will learn along the way as we're learning. So thanks for tuning in. Look at this winter wheat update. So we grow our own wheat berries. Look at that coming in. You can tell the wheat berries really like the cold because it's the only green thing around.
Yeah, and it's like, except for the center there. Is that sunlight? Oh, that's just sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like really dark green. Having the pigs in there really made it nice and rich.
So we're giving the chickens some straw because everything is so muddy. We get so much rain around here. We're hoping for some snow soon. But anyway, so we're gonna put this in. The chickens are gonna spread it out. As you can see, they did the last one. Just kind of help out a little bit. We have our chicken. Oh my goodness, Whiskers. Chloe, our hypoallergenic farm dog.
Well, this is what you get for being out of your coop.
So she gathers all the chickens, any chickens that get out, she puts them back in the pen, which is a good thing because it keeps them safe. But we have the chickshaw, and so it's on wheels so we can move it to fresh areas, but during the winter, everybody's fine. But during the winter, you can't really do that. And then these are our chicken tractors for our meat chickens. And so we also move those to fresh grass every day. But in the winter, again, we're not doing that. Hey, and this is our barn cat that likes fresh milk every day. Hey, Puddin'. Hey, Cookie. Puddin' and Cookie. Oh my. Hey, Puddin'. Thanks for all your hard work. Taking care of your baby and giving us milk. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're actually going to be telling you a story that happened to us. Chloe, where's Daddy? Where's Daddy, Chloe? Did you get those chickens? Good job. So we need to go find Nathaniel.
I need to get two things.
Okay.
That you can come in there.
So we're gonna be cleaning out this chickshaw. Whiskers, what are you doing over here? I need to give you a haircut. Are you keeping all your ladies safe, Whiskers? So he's propping this up so we can give it a proper cleaning. So as you guys know, if you have been watching our videos, Surgery on the Homestead video explains how Nathaniel was having excruciating jaw pain, and what it ended up being was he still had his wisdom teeth. They were actually pressing down on a nerve and then causing this terrible jaw pain. So he got his wisdom teeth out, and so we made a video about that and just more of the details on that. But then what happened was, it's been what, about 4 weeks?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay, so it's been about...
it's been over a month. Yeah, 4 weeks.
Yeah, I think it's been about 4 weeks. And so then what happened was he noticed that where they had to dig the deepest,
yeah, the one that was causing the most problems.
yeah, which was the one pressing down on the nerve. The surgeon was nervous to take it out anyways because he wasn't sure if it would just remove feeling from his jaw altogether.
Right.
But it didn't, thank you Lord. He noticed that it was starting to get like red, like a red bubble, would you say, almost, with like some whitish. So we thought, and he was starting to feel pressure and like it was swollen again. Yeah. So he had me look at it and I said, no, that's not right. So we made an appointment to re-look at it, and he said, oh yeah, that's turning into an infection. I'm going to put you in an antibiotic. That should take care of it. If not, I'll have to cut it open and drain it out. That should be fine. Seems like a harmless, easy thing since we have access to antibiotics.
Right.
The doctor's office.
Put in the prescription at the pharmacy.
Yeah, put in the prescription at the pharmacy.
So I went to go pick up the prescription, and the CVS for us that's here, they said, he said, sorry, it was for amoxicillin, which is an antibiotic. And they were like, sorry, we don't have any. We're all out. And I said, oh, okay. So could you find another CVS in the area that would have amoxicillin? And the guy
so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Within a
30-minute
radius.
Within a travelable
40-minute radius.
Right,
yeah.
that we can travel to fairly easily.
And so the gentleman looked for amoxicillin, and 3 of them that were close to us within 15 minutes didn't have amoxicillin at all. So he said, oh, the next closest one is over here. And he's like, oh, they have, you know, a ton. So just go call them and go there. So I said, okay. So I called the next one closest to us in La Plata, and they said they were all out. And I said, well, can you look on and see if you know anybody that would, like any CVS that would have any? And so they looked on, and then they were like, maybe the closest would be Fort Washington, which is about an hour or so from us. But they said their inventory is never right. So who knows if they would have any. So then I called the surgeon, and the surgeon was like, yeah, he's like, I know there's a amoxicillin shortage.
So then my thought was, well, then why did you prescribe it? So I don't know if he was just hoping it would be there again, but oh my goodness. But all throughout the area and like that we can travel to, none of them had amoxicillin, which amoxicillin is really a kind of a go-to for infections. And so we do think that natural medicine is okay sometimes, but sometimes we think that people need antibiotics depending on what it is, because infections can get pretty serious pretty quickly. So we want to let you guys know that if you need something like that, or like I don't know, we need to start thinking about maybe different alternatives, or because you can't really stock up on antibiotics, right? Like they're not going to let you do that. So I do know that Patera, I will link her channel below.
Appalachian Homestead.
Yeah, so you guys probably know her because she's a much bigger channel. But she is warning people about, you know, no medicine. And it's absolutely true. And so we're here to show you guys that we're in Maryland and no area in the surrounding area had it. Now I will say we have really close friends of ours, and they heard our story because we're close to them and we told them personally. They contacted the CVS and they just so happened to get a small shipment in. And so they were able to get a hold of a little bit for a procedure he had to get done. But they said, yes, there's an amoxicillin shortage and there's an insulin shortage. That is true. It is happening. And so just take note of it. So something we're going to be doing here on our channel is we're going to be doing a medicinal garden.
Yep.
And we already had plans for it, but we're definitely going to go forward with it. And
so we wanted to bring it up because of the shortages and stuff. Maybe start planning on your end too for a medicinal garden, because I know it does take a few years for some of the plants to grow and herbs to grow that you would need. So I would start planning that out, so when you come springtime, garden time, you're planting you have a section ready for this garden. For
or you can get like more mature plants
if
or
you can find them, yeah.
something. So we are planning it out. So if you want to be a part of that, please stick around, subscribe to our channel, share it with other people. We're going to be learning. We do have 2 close people to us who are certified nutritionists, and they do like the herbal medicines and things. And then we have some other reading material that we've been studying. So, I mean, we have a little tiny bit of knowledge and a little bit of help, but really we're going to be learning all about this with you guys. And so we're going to be telling it in basic raw details for people who might not know anything about it.
Let's just say chickens poop a lot.
We cleaning it though. We're going to get it all nice.
We have to.
If you are new, something you might not know is we do live in a neighborhood, but we do have 10 acres, but it goes straight back like a rectangle. And so all of this from our house all the way back was completely trees. And so what we did was first we took it out of our backyard and we created gardens. And with those trees, we got them milled and we made our fences and we made our goat sheds, which we no longer have goats, we have cows, but we'll get to that. And so we did those things because, look, we don't have money for lumber just like y'all. That's what we decided to do. And then he built a wood shed. And between him and my dad, we get the wood we need for our heat and everything in our wood stove. And so then over here, our next step was we said, you know what? We need a pasture because we need more milk because we have 5 kids. And so we need an area where we can have a bigger dairy animal. And so we decided to get our cows, Puddin' and Cookie. So then somebody who's close to us said that they had a bunch of lumber that they didn't need anymore. And so then he did this. He created a barn. And so we have a milking area right here, and then over there we have a stall. And so how incredible is that? Thank you, Lord, that he was able to figure out and make this from scratch. Like, just so cool. And then someone else gave us this fencing that they didn't need anymore because, again, right? Who's got the money for the lumber nowadays? So, you know, the Lord provides. He provides, he provides, he provides. Just fully trust in him. Say, Lord, I am yours, and he will provide. Is that right? You don't worry about food, do you? Or shelter? No, you don't. So then we said, well, we need some meat. So we've got some dairy, and we've got some produce growing, but now we need an area for some meat. We went further, and we had some Amish gentlemen come out and they said, we'll cut down your lumber if you let us keep the wood. That will bless us so we can sell it and make some money. And then we said, well, it'll bless us for you to take the lumber down. And so teamwork, and we made this pasture back here, which is the newest thing we're working on. So now we were able to move our pigs around and they were able to get, hello, Rufus, Miss Vernon Templeton. So we were able to take our pigs around and they were able to till stuff up and make some rich soil. And then we are planting pasture grass, and you can kind of see a green haze there, but it is winter. Again, it is winter. Our property goes further back, which is where we hunt, which is also meat source. And so we just posted a video of how we made our deer sausage with free meat on the homestead. Hey Pepper, let's get you out of the mud. Make sure that you stick around to see what kind of medicines we can grow from our own land. Look at him working out hard. So I'm going to the front yard, and in the front yard, this is where we grow our fruit. And so we have apple trees and a peach tree, and a bunch of blueberry bushes, and raspberry bushes, and then we have a few little raised beds for kale, and we do flowers, and we just make it like a pretty place. So our house was leaking, and so we have videos all on this, and we were able to build a portrait here. But on this side, we are going to do our medicinal garden. Now we want it to be pretty because it is in our front yard, and we want to make sure that it looks nice. So we kind of have an idea here it's going to be. So we will give you more of the details of the layout and all of that in future videos, but that's just kind of a sneak peek, and it's going to be pretty, you guys. It's gonna be fun. But we're gonna have things in there, and again in another video we'll kind of go through different things that we want to grow in there and why we want to grow in there and then what we're gonna do with them. Just pulled one of the pizzas out of the oven. We have to pull the other pizza out of the oven, but before we can do that, Nathaniel's inside with the kids. He's worked so hard on the Christmas gifts today that I'm coming out here to do the chores. I need to get some pig food, take care of the cows, put the baby away. There is something so relaxing about taking care of animals outside. Cookie, I'm coming for you, girl. You better get your last of your milk tonight. Hey, did you guys know you're stars on the internet? Did you know that? Did you know that? You are, you're stars on the internet. Hey, Cookie, you came all the way down here to come visit me. What a good girl. All right, Miss Cookie, you better back up. Let's go. Come on, Cookie. I know you don't want to be away from your mamas. This is our little hay shed. Oh my goodness, it's dark. So I can't carry a whole hay bale. So I break it up. So here's some. All right, Cookie, it's getting dark. You need to get you in. Oh, no. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Oh. She just threw me over that stump, y'all. That was not nice. Cookie is not going to let me lock her up right now. Okay. So she actually threw me over a stump, and I have it on video.
Do you really?
Yeah, I mean, it's dark, but you can hear me.
Did you grab her?
Yes, but I was holding hay at the same time, so I had her with my left hand, and she kept trying to butt me off, which she normally doesn't do.
No.
And then she just went crazy and she threw me over the stump.
Okay. Well, I'll go out later.
Thanks for watching us. We feel blessed that you did, and tell your family about us. God bless.